And here I'm going to write one insert API. I mean insert query in API. So app dot post insert request response let body equal to request dot body and let db pool dot sorry or else db pool dot query here. See, for writing insert query, so this is the table. Here it is, employee table. Employee table. So in this, employee number, employee name, salary, department number. Okay. So here, I'm taking this query and paste it here, insert into employee values. Okay. And here I have to pass 4 parameters. Because 4 column names are there. So I have to pass 4 parameters. Just write $1, $2, $3, $4. Okay. And I need to pass that values, like take the array and body dot first parameter employee number and body dot ename, body dot salary, body dot department number. Okay. Then so here I'm using variable like result. Okay. So console.log result. In this result, if that record is stored in database, inserted in database, then that how many records are inserted, that count will be stored in row count. Okay. Result dot row count. Okay. So you can write it number of records and catch block. Here res dot send. You can use API response and 400 and something went wrong. That is error message. And you can return the response also. Response, new API response. And here status is 200, message is number of records inserted. You can write result dot row count. Method name is insert. So employee number, employee name, and the salary 3000. So here A B C D E F G salary 6000. So I'm taking 7000 and employee number 6. So I'm taking 7. So department number is 10. Okay. And here method name is insert. See, number of records inserted 1. Okay. So now you can check it. See, 6 records are available. Employee name G is not available. So if you execute this select query, then see, this G has been inserted. Okay. And see, you can check this console. Number of records 1. Okay. And here, one more thing. You can put the debugging. See, how can I know that number of records is available in row count? How can I know means, if you put the debugging, then you can immediately know. Okay. So press this icon and create launch.json, select Node.js. Then you can have this launch.json file and you can observe .vs code. Initially, it was not available. When you press this create launch.json, then immediately this folder will be available. Okay. Now take this, put the debug breakpoints and break this execution. Remember this, break this execution, go to the debug console and here run. This green button will be there, start debugging. Click on this. And once you got these statements, then you can hit it. Click on send button. Then this VS code automatically blink. Go to here. So this is continue. Okay. So continue means next debugging point, it will go to the next breakpoint. Okay. So step over means click on this step over. See result. So here, if you scroll down, you can come to know row count. This is the key name for result object. So here you can get it 1. Okay. So by using this debugging only, you come to know all these things. Okay. And then you can use that result.row count. Okay. And here I have used then block, catch block, promise method. So some people will use async and await. Okay. So same method, same logic we can use by using async and await. I will tell that one. So I will make this comment. See, that means here then block, that means control flow is whenever control come to this position, after executing this query, it will go to the then block only. Why? Because you have written dot then. Okay. Control goes to this block, internal logic. So this query result will be stored in result. Then only you come to know result dot row count value. Okay. After that, whatever the statements are available in then block, immediately that statements will be executed. If any error comes, then immediately control goes to the catch block. Okay. This is the process. Suppose if you don't use then block, then you can use async and await. That means, see, I will take this result variable, let result equal to, and I don't use this catch block also. I will use try and I will take this entire statement and put it here. Okay. And here we have seen that the row count is available in result. So you just use if result dot row count is greater than 0, then I'm going to give the message like this. You can write this kind of validation in then block also. Okay. So, and here, if that row count not greater than 0 means, I can give the response like not inserted. Okay. So, and here I am not giving this async and await. Okay. We will check what will happen. Without async and await, what will happen? With async await, what will happen? Okay. Not inserted. So that means here it will not executed. Okay. And wait a minute, we will check what will happen. Leave this duplicate records like greater than 6. See, up to 6 records are there. So I'm going to call this go to here. So record is inserted. Okay. But result dot row count is greater than 0. So it is not displaying that row count. What will happen? We will check. See, again, one more record will be inserted. See, same record will be inserted. Okay. So here, what will happen means Node.js is asynchronous. Okay. Before executing this statement, control goes to execute these statements. Okay. So that's why after executing this console.log statements, then also it can be executed. But sometimes what will happen means once this statement is executed, next statement only should be executed. That means in some cases, some statements requires previous statement outputs like this one. Okay. So here result.row count, it is executing before this statement. That's why it is going to else block. Okay. So if you put await here and async here, what will happen means once the control comes to this statement, if you use await, it will hold the execution for some time until the statement is executed. Okay. Once this statement, highlighted statement is executed, then only control goes to next statement. Okay. So we will check. So before going to do that, so I am going to delete this records. So you can check only 6 records are available. Now see number of records inserted 1. Why? Because this async and await. So if you use await without async, then what will happen? See, await expressions are only allowed within async functions at the top levels of modules. That means it is expecting async here. Without async, we are not supposed to use await. Okay. So these two statements will suspend the execution for some time until that current statement is executed. After execution of current statement, it will allow to execute next statements. Okay, next sequential statements. So that is the purpose of async and await. Okay, so this time the control will not go to else block. That's why else block is not printed here. Why? Because result object row count is available. Okay, and some cases, so here in employee table, go to the employee table, go to properties, and I am going to create one column name like serial number, that is serial data type, which will automatically generate serial number. Save it. Okay, execute here. See, it will automatically generate serial number. Okay, so now I'm going to get this value, serial number value. How can I get that serial number value? Okay, so after writing here, returning star. Okay, so returning star, and now I'm going to execute it. And I want to put the debugging, or else, yeah, you can result dot rows. See, serial number 8. That means next record serial number. Okay. So whatever the record has been inserted, that record serial number is 8. Okay. That serial number I can get it by using result.rows. Okay. So how can I know this result.rows contains this array of object means by using debugging only. Okay. And go to the debugging. Okay, breakpoints are not available. Click on this, go to here, see, and here, see, rows. In rows, first object, I can get that record. Okay, so now request object serial number is 9. Why? Because we have 8 serial number 8 for previous record. Okay, now request object serial number is 9. Okay, so that's why it is displaying 9. See, 9. Okay, after inserting the record into the table, I can get all the inserted values so that you can give that whatever you want to the response. Okay. So here number of records inserted and plus serial number is, you can give result dot rows of 0 dot serial number. Okay. Now, and I'm going to delete dummy data. So observe this. Only 6 records are available. Now trying to call that API. See, serial number is 10. Okay. Why serial number is 10 means? See, here newly inserted record serial number is 10. Okay. So between these 6 and 10, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 7, 8, 9 will be deleted. Okay. Earlier I have deleted that records. Okay. So new serial number will be allocated for new record. Okay. So this is the way to write the insert query in API on calling. So by calling, there are two approaches. By writing the query, there are two approaches. First one is by using then block on catch block, or else you can use async and await. Okay, any one of them you can use it. Okay, and remember that this row count will be indicating how many records are inserted, and rows, in these rows you can get it that recorded related columns. Okay, so this is about insert API.